So, I've officially finished intermittent fasting, and the results for me were slightly underwhelming. I fasted for around 10 days. Now, in 10 days, if I stuck to a good healthy diet, I'd be expecting to lose maybe about 1 to 2 kilos, at least in the initial stages. However, with intermittent fasting, I didn't really lose any, and this is probably the reason why. I think with intermittent fasting, it's great, but the changes are quite subtle, and these probably take advantage of what your weight losing capabilities as you get more and more advanced or more and more lean. So it's almost like the cherry on top of the cake. So when we look at this kind of reduced insulin um, resistance, or increased insulin sensitivity that you experience, slightly increased hormonal sensitivity of testosterone and human growth hormone, etc., that other people like John Berardi have found. These probably play more of a part the more advanced you get into your diet. However, on the plus side, I did find that it was really easy for me to avoid the post-lunch slump. So what I was essentially doing is fasting all day and night, apart from the hours of 3 p.m. till 10 p.m. And what I'd essentially do is go to the gym at 3, have a really nice training session, really hard training session. So I'd come back full of adrenaline, and then I'd eat. So I'm also playing around with my meal timing as well, because my carbohydrates, the glucose and the blood sugar that I metabolize from my carbohydrates will then go to my muscles to replenish them as fuel, because I'm eating after I train. And this helped me really, avoid the post-lunch slump, because I was full of adrenaline, I was buzzing, etc. So I didn't hit, that kind of fatigue and, sedative state that you sometimes get after you eat lunch. However, I've also found an alternative, just eating light throughout the day, or not eating carbohydrates, whilst I'm at work, and then eating carbohydrates in the evening, or when I can afford to kind of switch off a little bit. That also had the same effect. And in fact, by switching to a far lower carbohydrate diet, or just eating my carbohydrates around my training session, i.e. a pre-workout drink which might contain some maltodextrose, same during the session, after the session, and then maybe some potatoes, sweet potato, rice, etc. I actually found that this was far more effective in losing weight. So now I actually feel drier and leaner throughout the entire day, and progressively getting leaner throughout the week in comparison to with intermittent fasting. I'd look really dry. My abs would be showing through for the first, 6 hours of the day, or the first 9 hours of the day, until I get to 3 o'clock, and then I'll just look puffy again when I stuff my face with carbs. So I hope this is beneficial to you guys. In summary, intermittent fasting is, for me, more of a cherry on top of the cake. So if you're already very lean and you're trying to lose weight, then these subtle benefits that you get from intermittent fasting will help you lean up. But maybe for the most of us who are new to dieting, or going through quite a fresh diet from maybe, like, especially an untrained state, then it's probably better just to stick to the basics, which is slightly lower calories, high protein, high fat, low carbohydrate. But if you have any further questions, then feel free to contact us on the via our website, which is www.revitalizeclinic.co.uk, or simply follow us on our Facebook page and Twitter, and you'll get the links at the video at the end. Cheers.